Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally going to film a video that lots of my friends and specific family members have been asking for around eyebrows. I was avoiding this video for a long time because I feel that people just think that I wake up and my eyebrows are just like nice. So I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I do my eyebrows, and it doesn't only include product, okay? So stay tuned. Step one is genetics. I have very thick eyebrows. I am confident that any person who has beautiful, luscious, delicious brows could, like me, grow a unibrow in 2 weeks if not taken care of. So genetics plays a really big part in the type of eyebrows you have. So I know that's not exciting for a lot of people to hear if you have like thin eyebrows, but you gotta work with what you have. So for me, I have a full, if not maintained, unibrow that can come in place. So step one is genetics. I can't do anything about that. Step two goes along with genetics, and that is maintenance. You have to keep up with your eyebrows. I wax my eyebrows, and I have been waxing my eyebrows since I was like 12 or 13 years old, because that's how intense these suckers can get. So for me, if I want them to look nice and continue to look nice, I'm constantly waxing them. So I usually wax my eyebrows every 2 weeks. In between those waxings, I keep tweezers by my mirror, and I'm tweezing in between that as well. So making sure that they stay cleaned up even in between when I'm waxing. And the other option is, I think some people forget what these are. Trim them. Like, nobody, eyebrows can very easily, even if you wax them and you keep them maintained in that aspect so you don't have like a unibrow and like strays all underneath. You can't do much with product if your eyebrow, this is the best way I can do it. If my eyebrows are so thick and long, it literally would just like fall over. So I have to cut these things and trim them. Usually I trim them the day that I'm waxing, so I will use these two. I'll brush them up and I trim it so they're short, because the last thing I want is hairs falling down. So number two is just maintenance, making sure that you keep up with it and you don't let them get disgusting. Simple. Step number three is finding a product that works for you. Before I landed on Anastasia's dip brow kit with this specific brush, I tried like 4 or 5 at least different types of ways to fill in my eyebrows. So I've tried gels, I've tried, I was a fan of the what is it called? By Benefit. Benefit has an eyebrow kit similar to this with like a waxy pigment, and I used that for a long time until I became more comfortable with this. So there are pencils, there are like pencils that are like an actual pencil. So like a pencil like this, there are liquid pencils. So depending on your situation and your setup, find a product that works for you. And if you're not comfortable doing it yourself, go to a Sephora and ask for help. That's why I love that store, because you can just literally try everything there. And if you need help, get one of the beauty ladies or whatever they're called, grab one of them and say, hey, I want some help. Can you help me with a makeover? And they'll do it for free. So just go in and try different products and see what you like. And with that being said, the last step is going to be patience. Once you actually find a product that you like, I take my time. When I'm doing my makeup, I could probably do the rest of my makeup really quickly. It's just my eyebrows, I always go slow and I take my time because I feel like they're like the first thing people look at on my face, like my eyes and my eyebrows. So I do take my time and I do want them to look nice. So if you're in a hurry, find a product that works for you if you're always in a hurry. I can do these pretty quickly just because I've become skilled at it and I'm naturally able to pick up and do it faster. But if not, find a product that works for you that you can do it quickly. But my biggest thing is just be patient. If you want your makeup to look nice, invest some time into yourself. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So, with that being said, I'm going to now walk you guys through a step-by-step of me filling in my eyebrows today, and that'll give you a close-up of how I use Anastasia's dip brow kit with her brush step by step so you can see what exactly I do to get this look. So keep watching. Now to do our eyebrows, the first step is I like to just brush them out. For me, it's just making sure if there's any hairs that are going all crazy, I can just trim. Okay. Now, as I mentioned before, use whatever product you feel comfortable with, but for me and what I've liked the most is Anastasia's Dip Brow Kit. And this is her it's her brush. So it has this side, and then it actually has, you can see, has an angled point. So whenever I'm grabbing the actual product, you see, I can get it at an angle, and basically with this one it allows you to create what actual hair strokes would be like. I don't do that too often, but I know if you have thinner brows that works out, and she actually has a bunch of different brushes, and if you follow her on Instagram, they do tutorials all the time where using a different brush, like creating different eyebrow looks and what that will look like. So I know when I first started figuring out how to use this, because it's kind of intimidating when it's just a blob of brown stuff, but I watch her Instagram videos that she posts a lot, and then got ideas there on how to kind of create the shape that I want. So grabbing a good amount of the product, I like to start on the top of my brow. I know a lot of people go on the bottom first. I just feel more comfortable outlining the top first. So and if you don't have enough product, just grab more. Now I'm following the natural shape of my eyebrow because I've already shaped it how I wanted to. I'm basically just using this to fill it in. If you want more of an angled arch, you can do that with this brush. I believe this is number, let's see. I rubbed off the number, but I will put it in the comments. I think it's number 12 or 14. Now once I've got that top part figured out, what I like to do next is just making sure you're brushing throughout. Then I will try and outline the bottom, and for me, instead of doing a very hard line on the bottom, I kind of like to just like fill it in using strokes like this. And then along the way I'm also doing this because I'm spreading the product throughout. Where I feel I need more is in this corner. So again, just dipping in. here, there's a couple things that you can do with it. If you want to box out your whole eyebrow, you can draw a line here too, but I like to create more of a natural shape, so I'll fill in a little bit, but I kind of keep it a little, there's like a little spike there, I kind of keep that going and just brush it up. And this one is done. Now if you want to really, there are a couple ways you can set it too. Again, I don't do this, but you could put a gel on top of it if you wanted to. And then I know a lot of people will go around their actual eyebrow and use a concealer. So basically going underneath it to really define the shape and then using a concealer up top most times what I see is if it's just kind of messy, but I mean, I think I did an okay enough job where I don't need to do that, but you can use concealer and go around it like this. So it's really set in there. See how much better that looks? And once you have a full face of makeup, it's like the world of difference.